Yo, what is up, guys? Enki Demon here, and we're back with another video. Today is Monday, the first day of the week, and we already caught a win. I don't know. Markets have been pretty decent this last, you could say, Q3 and Q4 of July. We've been the markets have been doing pretty well. We've been getting some decent setups. So yeah, you know what I mean. I've been capitalizing on it. My model is playing out. So yeah, there's not much you can do in these situations. Like, you have to just try to capitalize in these situations as much as you can, because when the market conditions are not good and they're not really in your favor majority of the times, you have to be able to survive. And these type of situations where the market conditions are performing pretty decent and you're also performing well, like as a trader, because it's not only reliant on the market conditions. You also have to be performing good and being disciplined and patient as a trader. And when in these type of conditions, like, you just you have to capitalize as much as you can. If you guys look back on my videos, go watch all of, like, the last 2 weeks of my videos. I think I made around 16% the last 2 weeks, bro. I made 16% in the last 2 weeks. I've taken in the last, yeah, exactly 2 weeks ago, I took 7 trades. I already counted it, but I'm trying to remember if it's exactly 7 or 8. I think I took 7 trades and I had 1 loss in the last 2 weeks, guys. I made, I think, if I'm calculating it right, 6 times 3 minus 6 times 3 is 18, minus 1.5 is 16.5%. Yeah, I'm not tripping. So yeah, I made 16.5% in the last 2 weeks, bro. Like, you know what I mean? These markets conditions are just offering good setups every single day. Anyways, that's just 2 minutes wasted like that. I don't know why I'm just yapping. But you guys love the yapping, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Anyways, so yeah, today we caught a nice short on US30. Again, it was a no news Monday, guys. I went today, like, I slept very late. I didn't wake up on time, so I couldn't even hop on my computer today, guys. Like, I had stuff to do, so I didn't go to bed. I couldn't go to bed early, and so I woke up literally at around 9:45, guys. And this trade, I entered a trade at, let me see, like around here at 9:55. So guys, I literally entered a trade. I don't recommend this, guys. Don't do this, okay? This is not advice or anything. I woke up at 9:45 and I entered the trade at 9:55. I literally, like, I went into the day not even thinking I'm gonna find a trade, because first of all, I woke up late. So usually, you know what I mean, I try to just be chill and not really look for any trades if I wake up really late, because your brain is a little foggy right after you wake up. So you know what I mean. So again, going into the day, I did not even expect to take a trade, and it was a no news Monday. So again, after based off of all of my backtesting data, usually no news Mondays is literally a hit or miss. Like, it's either really good or it's just shit. You know what I mean? And today, the last no news Mondays have been pretty well. So to be honest, I went into this no news Monday expecting price action is just going to be shit and we're probably not going to do anything. And as you guys can see, we really didn't do anything, but we still got a really nice move going like really early in the morning session. And that's so unusual from a no news Monday. So, it was really unexpected. I really went into the day not with zero expectations. And to be honest, it has to be like that every single day. You have to enter the day without expectations, you know what I mean? Because otherwise you're going to force and impose your will on the markets. And that's what causes people to lose, because their ego is so big and they want their will or their way to always go. And the markets simply just don't allow that. You know what I mean? The markets do whatever they want to do, and the market makers do whatever they intend to do every single day. And so we as retail traders, we can't do shit. And if you think as a retail trader, and if you as a retail trader are entitled to anything, that's when you lose in this game, if you feel like you're entitled to winning. So again, went into the day without expectations. We got a really nice trade. Again, I've been talking for 5 minutes already, so I'm going to get into the trade recap. I hope you guys are even still watching the video. But yeah, so basically going into the morning, again, I analyzed this trade for like 10 minutes, guys. But that's how I low-key knew it was a good trade, because I analyzed it and I kept, like, because I woke up late, I kept looking like, is this trade good? Is this trade good? And my brain kept telling me, yeah, it's a good trade. Why are you hesitating? But I kept hesitating again because I woke up late. but it was clearly a good trade. Let me explain for you guys. Like, there are only three things I look for in these markets. Again, my strategy is really simple. I trade ICT. I trade one of the most simple forms of ICT. I don't overcomplicate it. I trade one of the most simple ways of ICT. I only watched the 2022 mentorship and the 2016 mentorship. I barely watched the 23 mentorship because I already knew what I wanted to see in the markets and what I was looking for. I already knew what resonated the most with me, and so I didn't really feel the need to watch any more videos. And again, I trade the most simple form of ICT, guys. I only trade imbalances, so fair value gaps and liquidity voids and gaps in the markets, liquidity sweeps, and order blocks. Those are the only three things I use, guys. And with that, I need higher time frame alignment. With those four things, I have a trade. Again, ICT teaches us to identify the most high probable conditions and when to engage in them, and when to identify them and when to engage in them. So again, going into the morning, I was looking really simple, looking for some type of H1, or maybe sometimes even the 4 hour, but mostly the H1. I don't really like the 4 hour that much because usually you need a little bit more confirmation if you want to trade based off of the 4 hour. So I was mainly looking at the hourly. Again, on the hourly, I saw we had these three swing highs. We had this one that already got swept. We had this one right here that got made in the Asia session, I think. Yeah. And we had this one right here that got made. This one was the most significant one because this was the New York PM session high. So this was a time-based high, and this one was the most significant high for me. And so this one was the one I was mainly looking at. So that was already my hourly PDRA. Like, I already had my hourly PDRA there. That sweep. I was trying to frame something around that sweep. And then what do I also need? I need the 50-minute to also be aligned with that idea. I need some type of 50-minute imbalance, or some type of 50-minute PDRA or imbalance, maybe a mitigation block or a fair value gap, to be aligned with that. And that's exactly what we had perfectly right here. A 50-minute SIBI, bearish fair value gap, and we clearly wicked it. So we clearly respected that on the 15-minute. So that was the hourly confirming lower prices because we swept those highs. The 50-minute respected that 50-minute imbalance. And now all I need is a 5 or 3 minute confirmation so I can enter shorts. Today, like, I mainly looked, the 3 minute was also really nice, but I mainly looked at the 5 minute. I usually like the 5 minute more because it's more high probability, a little bit more high probability usually. So I was looking more at the 5 minute today, and as you guys could see, we clearly had this order block right here where this line is drawn here. This is the order block low, because not only did this bullish candle, not only did it take liquidity, but it was also the last bullish candle before the move lower. And therefore, that's a really high probability order block because it was the last bullish candle before the move lower and it took out liquidity. So that's a really high probability order block right there. Once we got that close beneath that low of the order block, for me, that is a change in the state of delivery. But the main thing that had me hesitant, or not hesitant, but what I didn't like about this trade, everything was good, like besides this, was this bullish fair value gap right here. And usually I do not take a trade if we have an opposing fair value gap when we are going to my entry. So I was waiting to see what are we going to close beneath, because I was waiting initially for us to close beneath this fair value gap, create a BPR, and that's when that's when we have confirmation that we're going to go lower. But as we were respecting this fair value gap, we also created a bearish fair value gap. And in this scenario, because we have this bearish fair value gap, and it's in the most recent leg, this fair value gap is going to have way more significance than this fair value gap. And so once we created that bearish fair value gap, I didn't enter immediately though. I wanted to still see some type of reaction from this fair value gap. And so once I saw we wicked it beautifully with this 5 minute, and remove this with this 5 minute close, we had this beautiful wick showing clear respecting from this fair value gap, and we also traded into this order block body. For me, that was clearly okay. Order flow is still bearish, and this fair value gap, this bullish fair value gap, is not holding any significance. And yeah, like I was saying, and this bullish fair value gap was clearly not holding any significance, and this one was clearly the high probability fair value gap that was going to hold after this wick. That's when I got my confirmation. I waited for price to go a little bit lower, and that's when I entered. And so again, just being patient, waiting for the market to show you what it wants to do instead of just entering on in anticipation. I waited for the market to show me that we are going to respect that bearish fair value gap, and that's when I entered. And it was a really beautiful trade. Went almost no bullish candles. I think no bullish candles on the 1 minute. Oh no, there were a couple bullish candles right here and right here. But besides that, it was a really, again, a low resistance liquidity run, just like the last trade on NQ on Friday. And yeah, again, a really beautiful trade, guys. Immediately to my TP, smashed it. Today I was a little bit lucky because it literally smashed my TP and reversed immediately. So yeah, you know, trading is it is a little bit a game of luck, I'm not gonna lie. But again, without being consistent, you're not going to get success. You know what I mean? You can't rely on luck in this game. Obviously, the luck can be in your favor sometimes, but majority of the times, what is going to cause you to be successful is consistency, discipline, and patience, and risk management. So yeah, that was today's trade. Beautiful trade again on US30. If you guys want to join the VIP room, the link is in the WAP link is in the description. And yeah, today was a really good day, good way to start the week. If I get another win this week, I'm done. This week is earnings, so you have to be a little bit careful this week because this week is going to be really volatile because of earnings. But besides that, again, a really nice way to start the week. One more win and I'm done for this week, guys. So yeah, again, going into the next day with the same mindset, same discipline. And yeah, this is how we succeed, guys. I'm showing you guys this whole series, Road to Success as a Teenager. I'm literally trying to show you guys that it is possible with good risk management and just patience and discipline. Again, there's a lot of things that you guys don't see. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see the trades I take and you guys think I'm always winning, but there's a lot of things that I went through before I got to this point. I've blown multiple accounts when I started trading. Right now, I'm not even trading for 2 years. In like 1 or 2 months, I'm gonna hit the 2-year mark. But in my first year of trading, I was only losing. I've blown at least 10 accounts, 10 funded accounts. I've lost so much money in the markets. I've changed strategies so many times. I've went through so many things that you guys didn't see. And I still do a lot of things that you guys don't see behind the camera, you could say. And stop thinking that this is all sunshine and rainbows and that I only take wins, guys, because it's not true. There are a lot of things that go, you know, behind everything that I do. And because I always see some comments and some people think that, you know, basically in a way they're saying there's no way I'm this profitable. And again, they don't even have an idea of how many times I've failed. I failed more than you have tried. And, you know, I've lost friends. There's so many things that I've went through that you guys don't even know about. And, you know, it's kind of annoying for people to just comment and think that I'm faking this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I do this shit. Last video, I showed you guys proof that I took the trade. If you went on my Instagram, I even showed proof on my MetaTrader. I showed literal proof that I was in the trade. I showed proof when it hit take profit. You know what I mean? There's so many things that go behind this. And you know, I started trading when I was almost 15 or almost 16. Yeah, when I was 16, I started trading. You know what I mean? And again, you guys don't even know, like, some people don't even know how much you have to do to get to a certain, like, to succeed in trading. And so this is basically just me telling you guys that there's so much more that goes into this shit. And yeah, just so you guys know, it's not easy. Again, it's not easy, but simple. Like I said in the beginning of this video, keep it simple and have a motto that you could write behind the business card. You know, keep it simple, guys, please. I don't care if you trade ICT, support and resistance, because everything is profitable. Every single strategy can be profitable, okay? It is in the hands of the trader itself to determine if you're going to be profitable or not, okay? It's not the strategy. Trust me, guys. There are people trading EMAs, support and resistance, making thousands of dollars every single day. 6 figures, maybe 5-6 figures every month. Stop thinking you have to find some type of enigma or insane trading strategy to become profitable. It's in the hands of you. It's in the hands of the beholder to determine if you're going to become profitable or not. So that was a little lecture for you guys. And again, this series called Road to Success as a Teenager, I do not consider myself successful at all, okay? I'm very, very far from being successful. But this is just a series that you guys can see how much goes into trading, and you guys barely even see anything, to be honest. But so you guys could have a glimpse of how, the discipline and consistency you have to be successful in this game. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Like when I initially got into trading, I thought it was a get rich quick scheme. Like I thought I could be profitable and make fucking 5 figures a month in like what, 6 months. You know what I mean? And here I am 2 months later, and now I'm making good money. You know what I mean? So you have to just, be really, just my best tip is just be patient, enjoy the process, be patient. And yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and take care.